Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy Who is Hendo. We back. Today, I'm gonna be doing something that I'm gonna start doing more, which is a segment we call Breakdown. We're gonna break down Game 7, 2000 playoffs, Blazers Lakers, which is one of the most important games in the three-peat history of the Lakers. If they lose this game, which they were down 15 in the fourth quarter, they lose this game, who knows what happens with Kobe and Shaq? Who knows what happened with Shaq? You know what I'm saying? Does Kobe, you know what I'm saying, do they go on and do this? So, in this game, you're going to clearly see who the best player on the court was. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to, break down what you see and what I see. So, let's go.
12 minutes to do something in your life. This is where you just glass through.
Now, as you can see, they're down 15 with 11 minutes to go. You feel me? This is Game 7. This is the Western Conference Finals. So, at that time, Portland was a pretty good team. I think they had one of the top 4 defenses. They won like 58, 60 games. They had Rasheed Wallace, Steve Smith, which they both were still nice. Rasheed Wallace, Steve Smith. They had Scottie Pippen over there, even though he was, after his prime, he still was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Sabonis was a pretty good big man. He was pretty good. They had a couple more pieces over there. So yeah, we about to check it out.
All the pain and know that if you come up big, they go to the hack-a-shack defense early.
Well, not in that case. He was trying to get to the bucket, and they were trying to prevent the shot.
They could have tried to take a charge. That's not a good idea. They could have counted on him missing. That's not a good idea. Just foul him every time.
Pippen made the first contact, and he gets his fourth foul.
I don't think you go to the hack-a-shack. Portland is playing too well. Just keep the heat on. Make them.
Bank shot. This was when Kobe started coming into his own. You know what I'm saying? His first, his first playoff run starting. Because I believe if they would have played him more in the Jazz series, he could have made a difference. If they would have made him a full-on starter, he probably could have made a difference. You know what I'm saying? Even though he couldn't shoot as good, you know what I'm saying, when he first came out, I feel like he still could have made a difference on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying? And this is as a rookie. You know what I'm saying? People was already saying how polished he was as a rookie. You know what I'm saying? So
Has to come up with big shots every single time.
Kobe Bryant's banker gives him 18. Smith trapped near midcourt, finds Pippen.
Blazers cannot get conservative here.
And the thing with Kobe is, as you just seen, he made that shot and then he tried to pick up 94 feet. That's the type of player Kobe was, bro.
The offense and the push, time and time again.
Fonzie Wells, Rick Fox fouled him. 3 on Fox.
Anybody that's guarding Bonzi Wells cannot let him catch the ball down on the post and bring the game to him. That's where Fox, that's where Shaw, that's where every guard that's defended or forward is defended against Wells has got themselves in trouble.
But the Lakers have such an incredible reputation for being a top defensive team. Their anchor, Shaq, not providing much there.
Steve Smith finally missed one. Into Shaq. Sabonis fouled him. Steve Smith finally missed one.
Now you can see how. Now I want y'all to point something out. You can see how slow pace of the game. You can see how slow of a pace the game is. You know what I'm saying? In the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Now this probably would have been like 4 or 5 possessions later. You know what I'm saying? They would have already had 4 or 5 possessions. from 11:38 to 10:52, they would already have 5 or 6, 7 possessions. You can see how much slower the pace of the game is, especially with the big men. You got a Bonus and Shaq in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Into Shaq. Sabonis fouled him on the catch. No basket.
That's the kind of position.
He couldn't do nothing with him. I mean, that's why it was so tough to really, you know what I'm saying, officiate Shaq. Like,
We're talking about. That's the kind of burst. The two toughest guys I ever had to guard down low, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Kevin McHale. They never worried about anything other than where they caught that ball. And they pushed, they worked, they elbowed their way to where they got it, where they wanted it, and then they delivered.
4 on Sabonis. Six seconds to shoot. Brian Shaw lost it. Pippen scoops it up.
and see, Portland was a good defensive team. They had Rasheed Wallace, who was a damn good defender. They had Scottie Pippen. You know what he do even after, even Asian Scottie Pippen could play defense. You know what I'm saying? Steve Smith, he wasn't really a defender, but he was pretty good. Sabonis was a nice defender. They had some nice defenders on there, and as a whole team, like, they was really good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think they had Zach Randolph coming off the bench. I can't remember, but they had a lot of dogs on the defense.
Bonzi Wells will circle back out. Not for long. He goes to the hoop and he's fouled.
What is Rick Fox thinking? Rick Fox has got 3 inches on Bonzi Wells. He's bigger across the shoulders.
Bonzi Wells had Rick Fox in trouble all night.
Got the experience, talent, and skill of a guy playing from North Carolina, and he's out there just hacking and fouling and not even being a defensive player.
When Bonzi Wells gets this attitude, he's always going to be looking to attack. And it's as though the Lakers have forgotten that's the MO for Wells. He gets the first free throw.
Schrempf out, Rasheed Wallace back after a short rest. You know, all the focus here, because of the marquee and because of the expectations, at least the national focus is on the Lakers. And Phil Jackson has the 6 rings as a coach. He was named the coach of the decade in the NBA, in the estimation of some people, the coach of the 90s in all sports. There's that ring from the last of the 6 Bulls championships. But what about the job Mike Dunleavy has done on the other side? Kobe Bryant. Kobe with an off-balance double pump that's no good. It's tapped back out to Shaw. They get it deep to Shaq, and he connects off the glass.
And you see how they're moving the ball. Hold on.
Mike Dunleavy, Kobe with an off-balance double pump that's no good. It's tapped back out to Shaw.
Go on. I mean, that was the plan. Whenever you can, get the ball to Shaq if he's deep in the paint.
They get it deep to Shaq, and he connects off the glass. Mike Dunleavy was last year's NBA Coach of the Year. Played his college ball at South Carolina, an honors student in psychology. And he's had to use some of that. He's not the guy dubbed the Zen Master, but what a job he's done. Spinning some of it on off days, getting his team to believe. That's slammed down. And
great help defense block by Kobe. Kobe coming from, you know what I'm saying, one side to the other end. Rick Fox was going to get another foul because Bonzi Wells was taking him to the hole every time.
By Kobe Bryant on the Bonzi Wells shot.
Yeah, but let's see if the Lakers can make something out of it. They got to come right back to Shaq. They don't.
They go to Shaw instead, and he's got the radar going from three-point range. It's a 10-point game.
Blazers need to come out and reestablish themselves. Scottie Pippen slicing. Steve Smith can't shoot under duress. Rasheed Wallace has got to get open in the post so he can deliver.
Now look, who do you see? Everybody running back up, but who is guarding 94 feet? Kobe. It shows you how much defense mattered to him and how much of a two-way player he was. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to see at the end of this video.
Easily and effectively.
The silencers are out on the floor.
You have Kobe, who is 7 of 14 at this point, 18 points. You got Glenn Rice, who is 4 of 10. And Shaquille O'Neal has only put up 7 field goals. They were fouling him. They were preventing him from getting, you know what I'm saying, even trying to get a shot up. You feel me? So he only took seven shots because the defense was so tough on him. And they were denying him the ball, or when he got the ball, they was fouling him. You know what I'm saying? He had like 10 free throws at this point, you know what I'm saying? But they was either denying him the ball, you know what I'm saying, making the perimeter, making either Kobe beat you or one of the role players or whatever. Or they was just, like I said, denying Shaquille the ball. You feel me? Because at this moment, like I said, Kobe, 7 of 14, 50%. Rice, 4 of 10, 40%. Shaquille O'Neal, 3 of 7, that's like somewhere from like 45%. 11, 11, 18. Mind you, this is a 21-year-old Kobe. And a prime Shaq.
Here's Pippen, unleashing a three. Rebound tapped by Wallace, but into the hands of Shaw. Putting back is Bryant, and Wells fouled him from behind.
Now, the Lakers was also terrible. And, you know what I'm saying, from the free throw line this game. I don't know what it was or whatever. But also in the series, Shaq had 41, 11, and 7 in game 1, right? That was probably his most phenomenal game of the series. The next 3 games was 20-point games. 23 and 12, 26 and 12, and 4, 25, 11, and 3, 31, 21, and 3. So the first 4 games of the series, he basically dominated. But the last 2 games, he had 17, 11, and 5, 18, 9, and 5, which is this game we're watching here. So they figured out something to contain Shaq and stop Shaq. This was actually pretty good. Ain't nobody in the finals hold Shaq to 18, 17, 16 points. Not that I can remember.
Blazers are taking tough threes right now. Mike Dunleavy trying to come up with one hot hand who he can ride for the last 9 minutes here. Scotty encouraging Sabonis.
Now here's Bryant at the line, where the Lakers are having all kinds of trouble. They are now 10 for 20 on free throws in this game, and don't blame it on Shaq. He's 5 for 8, better than the percentage of his teammates.
Kobe Bryant is struggling. He's 3 for 7, and he came early just for this.
He's now 4 for 8. He's an 82% free throw shooter for the season. This dates back to Game 6 when the Lakers shot 13 of 27.
Kobe Bryant is good enough and disciplined enough. He's capable of leading the NBA in free throw percentage.
When?
Right now, he better.
Wallace. It pops out. But on the offensive glass, it's Bonzi Wells.
Laker defense has come alive.
Wallace doesn't get the bounce.
They started playing more stout defense. As you can tell, they was bringing the double team.
Lakers on a 6-0 run.
You know what I'm saying? I think this is the kind of the illegal defense that they was talking about in the 90s. I guess that you couldn't do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being in the middle, like still having your man right here, but being able to guard the person who has the ball or whatever like that. But as you can see, Rasheed Wallace was the main scorer for their team in this game. So, you know what I'm saying, they bringing the double team. You know what I'm saying, Rasheed Wallace kind of having an issue.
Your defense has come alive.
Wallace doesn't get the bounce.
And they just start playing better defense in the fourth quarter.
Lakers on a 6-0 run. Deep to Shaq. Sabonis apparently fouled him.
But I'll be real. Some of these fouls was just because they didn't know how to referee Shaq. Some of these fouls, Shaq initiating the contact. And you know what I'm saying, they should have been offensive fouls. But because Shaq was so hard to, you know what I'm saying, defend, and he was so hard to officiate, it was just well, that's a foul, you know.
That's 5 on Sabonis.
Sabonis has a legitimate complaint. Now watch the arm of Shaquille O'Neal. He's going to pork chop him on the way to getting that position. And Dunleavy's saying, you can see the hook.
In our pregame conversation with Mike Dunleavy, saying, what's a defensive player supposed to do? Sabonis, who had been playing so well and really had found a rhythm, he had a double-double last game as the Blazers controlled it throughout. Now Brian Grant, who has been completely ineffective, now he's got to play the ball of his life for 8.5 minutes.
The Blazers are going to be in the penalty early. The next one puts them over the limit. Fox for 3. Shot, offensive glass. And there's a Portland foul.
And then they took out Sabonis. Once Sabonis got into too much foul trouble, they don't have anybody else that could, because Rasheed Wallace is not a center. You know what I'm saying? I would have put Rasheed on him, but you know what I'm saying? Brian Grant is not doing anything with Shaq. You see how easy Shaq got that rebound? So this is the person that he putting on Shaq. And you telling me Shaq couldn't dominate him?
Rasheed Wallace acknowledging with a nod that he did in fact commit his third.
The determination by Shaq now, who's just throwing bodies out of the way. Got to let that one go if you're Rasheed Wallace. Shaq's not going to make that initial shot, but he let it go. Shaq has got a lot of Moses Malone in him. He's not a guy who's afraid to throw up a wild shot. That was a dart. Just missed.
Boom. This is what 8 minutes to go in the quarter, in the whole game. 11 points, 3 for 7, 5 of 9 for free throws. That's actually pretty good for Shaq, 5 of 9. But 3 of 7 for field goals, 11 points. Because they just, bro, they was making him go to the line every time, bro. Most of the time it was making him go to the line or denying him the ball, as I said. But people forget this game. They just forget all about it because of what happened in the finals.
He shoots him better when he gets a bit of an arc on it. That thing was a laser.
I think it's in his legs and his mind.
He hits that one. You mean if he bends his knees a little bit?
He flexes, he stands stiff-legged when he shoots it. And he is such a skilled person in everything he does.
And once again, you got Kobe picking up before half court. The only player on the team you could see over and over again picking up 94 feet.
If he's not making free throws, that's just because he doesn't want to make them. He has to put the time in to get it done.
You know, he goes to the gym. He's kind of got... You're going to watch a foul here on Kobe Bryant on the reverse angle on Steve Smith. And it's Portland ball from the side. He goes to the gym late at night.
That was a weak-ass foul, though. That was a weak-ass foul.
11 o'clock midnight, then shoots hundreds of them. He wants to make them. Here's Pippen. Into a crowd, he lost it. Fox slings it out for Bryant.
If you see, you see Scotty.
And it's Portland ball from the side. He goes to the gym late at night. 11 o'clock midnight, then shoots hundreds of them. He wants to make them.
Scotty tries to penetrate. But I think this is Brian Shaw really staying in front of him and playing good defense. And then you got the help defender come over. You know what I'm saying? So even if he would have tried to go up, he would have got his shot altered. So the Lakers in the fourth quarter, I don't know what the switch was or what Phil Jackson implemented, but they started playing better defense and stopped letting them just get to the basket and hit open threes.
Here's Pippen. Into a crowd, he lost it. Fox slings it out for Bryant. Kobe pulls up. And Pippen has it for Portland.
Brian Grant, an incredibly important player, has no rhythm to his game, no confidence, because he played so little with the fouls early in the first half.
for Portland is with Wallace and Smith, and they've got to get them back involved. The foul on Robert Horry. These are the silencers for the Trailblazers. When the Lakers made their run, got within one, it was Wallace and Smith that closed them down, and that's where Portland is directing their energy right now. Wallace with great position and the foul against Robert Horry.
Portland is over the limit. The Lakers will join them with their next foul.
Phil Jackson needs a better bump out of Kobe Bryant defensively when Wallace is coming across the lane.
Kobe Bryant's got 4 fouls.
Bonzi Wells almost hit it, but can't stop what is now a 7-0 Laker run.
And then you also got to think about this. Kobe had 4 fouls at this point. So he had to play good defense without fouling the last 7 to 8 minutes. You feel me? Think about if Kobe would have got fouled out. You feel me? With Shaq, you know what I'm saying? I want like struggling like this. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that too. He also had to play good defense without fouling because he had 4 fouls.
Shaw for 3. Finally cools off from out there, but Horry grabs the rebound.
And they was getting timely rebounds. Rick Fox, Rick Fox, Robert Horry, you know what I'm saying, Shaq, Kobe, they was all getting timely rebounds and getting second chance points.
His 3.
You know who Big Shot Bob is.
They're within 5, just inside 7 minutes. Rasheed Wallace, cross court to Grant, out high to Wells. 5 on the shot clock, it's Pippen. Grant had it taken away by Shaw.
You know what I'm saying? Brian Shaw, he was a great role player for the Lakers too. He could shoot, you know what I'm saying, hit timely threes. You know what I'm saying? You see how Shaq tried to bring the hood on. You see, Shaq comes over for the double team. They keep double teaming Rasheed Wallace because, like I said, he was the number 1 option for the scoring, him and Steve Smith at that time. You know what I'm saying? So they bring the double team. He throws the ball. If they don't bring the double team, you know what I'm saying, Wallace just backs him down, probably like a 15-footer, or back him all the way down and dunk it.
Rasheed Wallace, cross court to Grant, out high to Wells. 5 on the shot clock, it's Pippen. Grant.
And they close out, you know what I'm saying, their closeout game, or the 3-pointers, which, you know what I'm saying, was elite. You know what I'm saying? So basically, Portland didn't have good enough shooters outside of maybe Steve Smith on the court at that time that could really shoot, you know what I'm saying, contested shots like that.
Taken away by Shaw. 10 unanswered Laker points. Horry, a collision and a charge on Robert Horry.
I think that was dumb as hell. I don't know why he did that. Kobe is wide open. Kobe is wide open. And you go in to lay the ball up when you got Kobe wide open. He could have dished it to Kobe. Kobe was going to take it like a 15-footer, or could have took it in and tried to draw a foul. But Kobe probably would have took a little 15, 17-footer. That was better than whatever shot. Robert Horry is not a finisher. You know what I'm saying? He's a shooter, mostly. So this was done for me.
Horry, a collision and a charge on Robert Horry.
That's a tough call there.
Here's Steve Smith, hot hand in this second.
Call there.
You see that, right? And if you don't see it, I know you see it now. Lakers on a 10-0 run. During this 10-0 run, in the fourth quarter, Shaq has 3 points, 2 rebounds in the fourth quarter, right? The Lakers role players were a big part of that run, the first half of the run. In the whole fourth quarter, right now, Shaq only has 3 points in the fourth quarter and 2 rebounds. They were defending him greatly, bro. Like, they was really stifling Shaq because, like I said, the Western Conference had the tougher teams and the tougher big men and you know what I'm saying, power forwards and centers, whatever you know what I'm saying, defensively and offensively. So Shaq wasn't able to just get no 40 and 20, 40 and 20. Now he could do that shit on, you know what I'm saying, maybe 1 or 2 games versus them, but he wasn't consistently getting that like you saw in the finals. You know what I'm saying?
Here's Steve Smith, hot hand in this second half. Dumps it into Wallace against Robert Horry with the jumper in the paint. O'Neal rips the...
And then it helped that Portland just was bricking. Like, Portland had pretty good shots. They had chances, but they were just bricking.
Away from Grant.
A year ago, all those rebounds belonged to Brian Grant. He has not made a significant contribution for his team this afternoon. The injuries just taking a real toll.
Shaquille O'Neal taking a toll too. Kobe Bryant makes it a 3-point game.
I mean, come on, you got Arvydas Sabonis in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? Rasheed should be guarding him. I don't know why Rasheed was not guarding him more, you know what I'm saying, when they took him out, because he's bigger than Brian Grant. Brian Grant could do nothing with Shaq. That's why I said Shaq should have dominated this fourth quarter. Like, you see who's guarding Shaq. Brian Grant is got to be, like, giving up 3-4 inches to him and at least 100 pounds. And the fact that Shaq wasn't able to dominate shows you how great Kobe was. You know what I'm saying? And how great his role players was.
Kobe has 21. Steve Smith can't hit it. Grant on the...
You see that good defense? And Steve Smith was one, I think, either their first or second option. Good contest. You know what I'm saying? He backed him down. Kobe was strong enough to, you know what I'm saying, take the post. And he really wasn't going nowhere. So he rises up and shoot. Kobe, this is young Kobe too, young and athletic enough to mess up his shot.
Steve Smith can't hit it. Grant on the offensive boards.
I mean, Portland just choked. That's basically what it was. LA clamped down on defense. Blazers could not make anything, like nothing. And the the Lakers capitalized.
Shaq's got Wallace. Wallace into the lane over Shaq. Kobe's got it. 12 unanswered. Los Angeles points. Just inside 5 minutes. Once down by 16. They could tie it with a 3 here.
Boom.
Points. Just inside 5 minutes. Once down by 16. They could tie it with a 3 here.
Boom. So Lakers got 35 rebounds. Kobe led them in rebounds and points. And I believe he led them in assists in this game. This is a forgotten game that nobody wants to talk about, that I'm spending 30 to 40 minutes talking about and breaking down everything that's going down. You know what I'm saying? Not so much like the defenses and everything like that, but what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? How they start playing better defense. and how they was able to come back, and how Kobe Bryant was the #1 in the last 2 games of this series. Kobe took over, you know what I'm saying? Shaq had him the first part of the series, like I said, because Kobe, he didn't, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have this whole series as a totality. He didn't have his best series. He had 13-6 in the first game, game 1, 12-4 in game 2, 25-7-7 in game 3, 18-7 in game 4, game 5, 17-4. And then the last 2 games, that's when he turned up. 33-6, 4 steals. And then this game we're watching here, 25-11-7.
Kobe with the step back 3. And it's still Portland's lead, but they've got to make a basket. They've missed their last 10 shots from the field.
Slash to the hoop if you're Scottie Pippen.
And the Lakers was 5 of 10 already. You know what I'm saying? They took advantage of the Blazers choking.
Forget the fadeaway jumpers. Forget the double clutches.
Brian Grant is swung out of there by Shaq. Pippen chases it down. It's Wallace. Up and out of back.
They were off. I mean, I watched this game live and I was like, yo, what the hell is going on?
And they still can't hit a bucket.
After Portland was the aggressor in the third quarter and busted this game open, they have become a very tentative team. And for the first time tonight, we see the long arm of Shaquille O'Neal slap one out and give the Lakers another chance.
It's a dirty dozen for Portland. Lakers on a 12-0 run, and the Trailblazers have missed their last 12 shots. Shaw. Thompson at 75.
As you can see, Brian Shaw hit 2 or 3 timely threes that kept them in the game and cut the lead. He cut the lead down to 10, and now he just tied the game up. You know what I'm saying? Brian Shaw was a really good role player that played and really showed up in this game. He showed up, like, you know what I'm saying, more than Shaq a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in the fourth quarter. I'm just saying in the fourth, because he hit timely threes and he got a timely steal, you know what I'm saying, when they got the rebound. At that point, that was just a terrible ass shot. Like, Rasheed Wallace, they didn't know what to do at this point. They was just up 15, and in less than, in like 6 minutes, the lead is gone. Because they missed 12 shots in a row. 13, bro. It's like, wow. They went Houston Rockets before the Houston Rockets.
Lakers call for time. Portland has gone 7 minutes without a point.
You see that? 7 minutes without a point. 4 points to 17 points in the fourth quarter. This lets you know how slow paced the game was back in the day. That's why I don't like to compare eras, for real. Like, because it's different paces, different, you know what I'm saying, tougher defenses, you know what I'm saying, easier to score, more, you know what I'm saying. There's so many variables.
Pippen, jumper over it. Still tied.
He was a little confused as to whether to shoot it or not.
Steve Smith.
And see, if you look at Shaq. Shaq knew that he had to You know what I'm saying? Get on it defensively. This is why I think Phil Jackson told him, like, get your ass, you know what I'm saying, start moving your feet. Look at Shaq guarding his perimeter, you know what I'm saying, his perimeter defense on this play. You know what I'm saying? Because the lane is wide open.
Steve Smith. Sabonis. 5 seconds to shoot. They got it deep to Wallace to end their drought.
Nigga, we've been doing this video. It's been close to coming up on 35 minutes. And that was the first shot that I didn't see him hit. You feel me? Since the beginning of the video.
Finally a quick hitting play for Portland. Why isn't Sabonis more utilized up at the high post there to dump that ball down in?
You see, when Sabonis came back in, you know what I'm saying, Shaq wasn't, you know what I'm saying, all in that. You know what I'm saying? He really wasn't much of a factor in the fourth quarter anyways. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that block and getting to the line twice. But besides that, he wasn't a factor in the fourth quarter. Brian Shaw, Kobe Bryant were the biggest factors. You know what I'm saying? And the defense as a whole on the Lakers.
Sabonis is on him. And if that was Sabonis, he's done. He is fouled out.
A heartbreaking moment for Sabonis. Once one of the greatest young players in the history of basketball. Injury and age have really slowed him, has changed him, and now he's got a... Harper in, they're taking Brian Shaw out. That has to be just for defensive purposes.
Smith to Brian Grant. Shaq came out and bothered the shot, then he chases the rebound down. O'Neal. The Lakers take the lead.
Now you see when they took Sabonis out, I'm saying, because he was just getting to the line against Sabonis. You know what I'm saying? He was getting, I'm saying, easy cups, but Sabonis was fouling him beforehand, or they was calling crazy fouls on Sabonis. Once Sabonis got took out, you know what I'm saying, then it kind of looked like he was just like, okay, Shaq dominating. No, he was struggling. As you could see through this whole video, you know what I'm saying, he was going to the line, hitting his free throws. That's what I commend him for. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the MVP is all about. Knocking down the free throw, calling for that ball, delivering money time.
Inside 2 minutes. Wallace. Shot flies in to block it.
Goaltend.
Score the 2 for Wallace, who is the game's high man with 27. And it's tied again at 79.
And Wallace is bruising. Robert Horry in there, and Shaq comes across too late. 4 straight for Wallace.
Very close. That looked like a great block.
Kobe Bryant into the lane. He was fouled.
I think Rasheed Wallace just do so much, bro.
Rasheed Wallace is fourth.
Virtually automatic, and with Kobe Bryant down the lane, gives him the 2-point lead.
Lakers by 1.
Assertiveness, the offense. Now Kobe gives him the 2-point lead.
Pittman against his old teammate Harper. There was a whistle before that, which could barely be heard over the din of this crowd.
Shaq.
big rebound.
And that's the crazy part, because that could have tied the game. I think this probably would have went to overtime. But those two missed free throws by Rasheed Wallace. Off to the races now.
Bryant made two. Wallace missed two. Lakers by two.